welcome everybody. So all you need today is pencil and paper. And I'm going to be demoing how to do a dog using shading. And then you guys can kind of go off and you can do it as I work, or you can go off and do it on your own. You could do a dog like mine. You could do a different type of dog. But this week is Pet Week. So we're going to be doing all sorts of animals, from dogs to cats to rabbits. And even on Friday, we're going to be doing like a draw your own pet or draw the pet you wish you had. So, and that one's kind of cool. That's going to be an artist's choice of materials. So yeah, awesome. Let's get started. Let me switch to my other camera. Oh, one thing I should say, actually, before I do that, is I'm going to be using pencil, but which works just fine. But if you have a charcoal pencil, then that also works. So sometimes charcoal is a great tool for shading, and it works really, really well to blend and get like a dark value and a light value on your work. But pencil, you can make it work just fine. So I'm going to be demonstrating using pencil, but you can use any kind of tool you have. And I see the question of, can you draw your own dogs? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can draw your own dogs. And oh my gosh, I'm looking at these chats and I see a ton of people who are talking about their pets, because I kind of want to know what kind of pets you guys have, because that's what this week is all about. I have a dog. So, and his name is Gazer, like stargazer, and he's a pretty cute dog. I'm switching down to my other camera just because I want to quickly show you. If anybody has ever wondered on their pencils, oh, I see some really cute dog drawings. Samantha, that's awesome. If anybody has ever wondered on their pencils why some of them say numbers and letters, like this pencil has a B on it, this one has an 8B. Sometimes if you're taking a test at school, your teacher will tell you you have to use a number 2 pencil. Well, the reason why is because the number refers to how black and how hard the graphite or lead in your pencil is. So sometimes there's an H, which stands for hardness, and a B, which stands for blackness. So, and that can affect the value. So artists use value, which means how light or how dark something is, to make their drawings look 3D. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is doing shading. So turning just a regular circle into something that looks 3D is as simple as adding shadows and adding shading and value. So, and you can do that just by changing how dark you press or how light you press. So that's kind of what we're going to be working on today, to make our dogs look a little bit more realistic than a cartoon dog. We're going to be doing a cartoon cat tomorrow, but today is going to be a little bit more of a realistic style dog. So by changing how dark I press and changing the value, going from dark all the way to light, it will make this circle that I just drew appear to be a ball. And you guys can practice this. In fact, this is a good warm-up. If you have an extra scratch sheet of paper and you want to try drawing in a circle, and then just practice picking an area. So I'm pretending like the light, like the sun is shining on this ball right here. So this corner up here is going to be the lightest area. And the corner over here is going to be the darkest, because this is going to be the area that's in shadow. So just before we get started, give it a little practice. Try drawing in just a circle, and then try to add in some values.
Gotta draw a little bit.
So start with a dark side, and then you're just trying to go from dark all the way up to light. And usually where the sun is shining right at the top, I don't even shade that part in. I leave that part clear. I leave that part white. You can even, if you want, draw on a little shadow for your ball. It's just an oval that would come out from the dark side of the ball. You're making a sphere. So, and I just colored that part in dark. So all of a sudden I've turned my circle into a sphere just by adding in shading. Wow, I see some good shadows. This is just good practice if you ever want to draw things that look a little more realistic. So, one thing that I should say really quick before I go any further is the chat. So I see a lot of people are using the chat, and that's awesome. We just want to, Scott and I are trying to keep the chat to questions about the project, or if you have a specific comment for somebody else, try to do a private message to them, only because it becomes a lot, especially we have a big group today, becomes a lot of people talking about lots of different things. So let's today try to keep the chat to questions about or comments about the art. If you want to make a positive comment about something that somebody's done, or ask any of us a question about the project, that's totally fine. But if you're talking about something else, then just do a private chat to that person. All right. So B stands for blackness on your pencil. So if you have, or excuse me, H stands for hardness, and B stands for blackness. So if you have a pencil that is a really hard pencil, it can be architects and people who want to do a lot of drawings using a lot of fine detail will have pencils that are H pencils. So and they go from 8H to 6H to 4H to 2H. And the bigger the number, usually the harder the lead. And so those pencils are good for like tiny, fine details and line work. And if you have a B pencil, those pencils get darker. And so they're good for dark shading. But anywhere in the middle is fine too, because you can change by changing the pressure, you can change the value. All right, so I just wanted to show you that in case anybody ever wondered why pencils had numbers. And it's because it's the hardness or the blackness of your pencil. All right.
Hey, Lee, Soren has his hand raised.
Yeah, hey Soren. What's up? I can't hear you, buddy. What's your question, Soren? Oh, I can't hear him, Scott. You know, Soren, type.
Try to, go ahead, Soren.
Yeah, go ahead, Soren. Not hearing him.
Yeah, he's unmuted. I think he's having a problem with his audio.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe type it in the chat.
Yeah, Soren, type it in the chat. Type your question in the chat, okay? Seems to be the problem of the theme of today is problems with our audio. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and get started drawing a dog, and it can be any kind of dog that you want. I'm gonna be demonstrating a puppy dog that has some floppy ears, but if you wanna draw on your dog, if you wanna draw on a different type of dog, you're more than welcome to. All right, so starting on my paper, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the letter U. And I'm I'm drawing really lightly because I'm probably gonna erase some of my marks. So I'm drawing the letter U, but I'm having the edges kind of come up at an angle. So if you wanna go ahead and draw in that shape, you can.
There's a question in the chat. We're only drawing dogs.
Today is dogs. Yes, today we're gonna be drawing dogs. Tomorrow is going to be cats. I think Thursday is going to be rabbits, and then Friday is whatever animal you would like. So yeah, today is just dogs. All right, so I started with that like curved U shape. The next step is I'm going to add in these floppy ears. So starting at the top, I'm going to do a curved line coming out and down like that on one side. I can do one on the other side too. Curved line coming out and down like that. And I left a little space here. And now I'm gonna bring this line, I'm gonna curve it up. I'm actually gonna go over this other line. And when I get to the top, I'm just gonna bring it in just a little bit, just a little angle like this. I can go back and I can take my eraser. I'm gonna erase that little bit of line that was sticking up. So now you can see I have this curved ear. So I'll show you again on the other ear. So I'm just coming up, cross over that line a little bit and curve it in just a little bit. I can erase that part.
Gina is asking, do we have to make the ears floppy?
Absolutely not. If you, like I said, I'm gonna demo this type of dog, but if you wanna draw a different type of dog, that's totally fine. Today is all about dogs. If you want to do a more realistic style, or sorry, a more cartoon style dog, you can. Today is just all about drawing dogs, and you're welcome to follow along with this project or with me. Or if you want to do your own thing, that's totally fine. Okay. At the top, I'm just going to connect the head. I'm just going to do a little curve like that to give him the top of his head. Okay. Hi, Adriana. So today we are drawing in a puppy dog. So we just got started. We started with like a U shape. Then we added in 2 curving floppy ears, and then we connected the top of the head. Okay. It can definitely be a whole body, absolutely. So any kind of dog that you want to do, it's totally up to you. I'm just doing a portrait of the dog, but it can be any kind of dog you want. All right, so I'm gonna, right now he's just a floating head, so I'm gonna kind of come down. I'm gonna do like a neck, like this. These are gonna be his shoulders. I'm not drawing his whole body today because you'll see in a minute that when you start to add in shading, it can be a lot to color. So I don't have room on mine. I don't have room on my paper to do a whole dog right now. So I'm just gonna do the portrait of it. Oh no, Adriana, you can't see the screen? It should just be.
I can see your screen fine. It might be their connection. If they want to log out and log back in, that might work.
Yeah, try that, Adriana. Try logging out and then logging back in. All right. So now that I have kind of the head and the shoulders of the dog drawn, I'm going to go ahead and add in the nose. So I want my dog noses have all sorts of colors. My puppy has a brown nose, but dog noses can be black, they can be pink. Sometimes I've even seen spotted noses. So when I drew the nose in, all I did is I did a curved line at the top like this. And then I kind of came down and did like almost like a between a V and a U shape for the bottom. And actually on this nose, I'm gonna add in a little oval shape. And that little oval shape is gonna be the area that is going to be the highlight of this nose. That's going to be kind of the shiny spot of the nose. Brown spotted and all others have black. Yeah. Yeah, my puppy has a pretty brown nose. His nose is kind of the color of his fur. But I've even seen some puppies with like pink noses. They can be all sorts of colors. All right, I'm going to go back up and I'm going to start doing in the eyes. So dog eyes are a little more rounded than human eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in maybe like a little bit of a round shape. It's actually not totally round. It's gonna be kind of in between oval and round. So there's one.
Excuse me, Lee. There's a request if you could slow down a little, please.
Absolutely. I was waiting for that request. Sure, Kate, no worries. So you're working on the eye, and the reason we draw lightly is because if you don't like something, you can go back and erase. So our dog looks really funny right now because all he is this strange shape for the nose and these circles for the eyes. All right, for the eyes, right now, dogs usually have pretty big pupils. That's how they like. I know my dog, when he wants something, he has this killer look in his eyes that he just like, all he wants is for me to either pet him or for me to give him food. He definitely has those puppy dog eyes. So I'm adding in the pupils of the dog's eyes. All I did was I came down from the top. So if this was my eye, I came down from the top with a curve and I went all the way back up just like that. Inside of the eye, kind of like I did for the nose, I'm gonna add a little circle because that's gonna be where the reflection is. Awesome, Adriana, I'm glad you can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to color or shade in the black of my dog's nose. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding in some values. So I'm going to do some dark value because on this drawing, I think this dog's nose is black. So add in the dark area of his nose. And I leave that little circle empty because that's going to be the highlight. I'm going to do the same for his eyes. Maybe his eyes are also a dark value. Most dogs' eyes are dark, although it's sometimes they have these blue eyes or green eyes, and that's like really striking. I know my puppy, when I got him, his eyes were green and then they darkened up to like a kind of like a hazel color. So I'm coloring in his eyes and I'm leaving that spot, that circle I made, I'm leaving that empty. I'm leaving that white. So that's the highlight of his eye. So I'm going to go ahead, finish adding this in. And I know some of you may not be finished with this, and it's okay, because you can kind of come back. But there's one thing we do need to do. Hey, Adriana, yeah, I'll try to slow down a little bit. So the one thing we do need to do is we need to add in the dog's mouth. And it's kind of like a cat where you start from the bottom of the nose and it's a curved line over and a curved line over like that. But the trick to making it look a little more realistic is to erase the bottom where his mouth is going to be and draw it in a little bit smaller, just like that. And I'm going to try to slow down. I'll take a little break right here. Okay. And in fact, if anybody needs me to draw in any part of this over again, type it in the chat and I will redraw any part that you missed. Okay. So we had the nose, we had the eye, we had the face shape. So all I did was erase the bottom part. So you want to do the ears again? Sure. So if this, let's see if I can make, let's see if I can make this fit this dog. So if here is my dog head, I started with like a V or U that kind of came up. All I did for the ears was I did a curved line down on one side, a curved line down on the other side. And then coming back up, all I did was I did a curved line up and then I crossed over the other line and I kind of came in at a curve. And then I erased this part. So now his eye is too high. So let me erase this. And I'll redraw his eye in lower. So his eye is going to be down here. His other eye is going to be down here. I'll show you that on the other side. So I did that curved line down. All I'm doing is I'm bringing that line back up. I cross over the line a little bit and I curve it over just like that. And then I erase that little bit where I crossed over. Do a curved line from the top of his head. Now I have kind of a puppy. This is my super fast puppy. His face is going to be a little different. So on the mouth again, I just did those two curved lines down. And then I'm actually erasing the bottom just a little bit and drawing it in a little bit smaller, just like that. Okay? All right. Once you think you have that down, we can start to do some shading and value. So this is kind of going to depend on you and what kinds of, no problem, Megan, what kinds of patterns you want on your dog. So for the dog that I'm drawing, I think I'm going to have a line coming down and out. So I'm going to do like a curve like that and a curve like that. And then so on my dog, this part of his face, this middle part, I think I'm going to leave white. And his ears and the spots around his eyes are going to be a shade, a different color. Then I can also kind of come up, maybe I'll do his chest might be white, And the rest of his body might be like, I don't know, maybe he's like a little brown dog.
Charlotte has her hand raised.
So the body, all I did was, oh, sorry, Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte.
Can you use colored pencils for the shading?
Absolutely you can. Great question. Yeah, colored pencils work really, really well to shade because you can press down really hard with colored pencils. So I have some here. The cool thing about colored pencils, so this is my brown color pencil, you can treat them like a regular pencil. So you can change the value. So I can go from hard to medium to light to even lighter, just like that. You can change the value of it. So you can absolutely use colored pencils if you want. Adriana asked how I drew the body. So all I'm doing today is the kind of a dog in portrait. I'm not doing his paws or his tail. Actually, there's a little tail in there, but I came down. So I kind of came down from the head with two lines like a neck, and then I just curved it out. And I just pretended it like that was the end of my paper. Kind of like that. All right, so I want my dog to have some spots. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in some like little areas where he has some spots. He definitely should have one, I think, on his ear, up here. Maybe he has another one on his ear. And oh, maybe the little tip of his ear right down here. So now we're gonna start to add in some values. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm trying to cover a whole area using value is instead of keeping my pencil up and down like I do when I draw a line, I actually hold my pencil differently. And if this is uncomfortable for you, then don't do it. It's a little easier because my pencil just happens to be a little shorter. I've been using this pencil for a while. So I usually hold it kind of on its side, the way you would as if you had like a crayon and you peeled the wrapper off the crayon. And I try to use kind of the side of the pencil as opposed to the top. When I use the side, you'll see I can get an area shaded a lot quicker. So all I'm doing is by using the side, I can kind of like shade in a whole area faster than if I was working like with my pencil up and down. So all I'm doing is I'm doing some shadows on one side of his face. I'm kind of coming all the way down. The other thing you should know about shading is that it's a lot easier to start out light and to add value, to make it darker than it is to start off really dark, because it's easier to continue to add value than it is to have to erase. So I'm just using the side of my pencil and I'm doing some shading on his ear. Just like that. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some darkness to make it look a little more realistic, because I know that his ear is right here. So if you look at my picture, this part of his ear where it flops over, underneath there is going to be a shadow because it's the underside of his ear. So in that area, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to make it a little bit darker. So I'm adding some shading to make that part of his ear in shadow. So I'm trying to keep the darkest part right next to that line. And over here might be a little bit in shadow too, because that's maybe where his ear is casting a little bit of a shadow on his face. And also, this side of his ear might be a little bit in shadow because this is the underside of his ear. So this part up here is the part that's going to be lighter, and this part over here might be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow to this side of his ear. I'm working with my pencil on its side so that I can cover areas a little quicker. And I'm trying my best to make the transition between super dark and light kind of even. So, and that's the trickiest part of what we're doing, is trying to make it look smooth. And one trick you can use is, if you're okay with getting your finger messy, you can always use your finger and you can kind of smudge the graphite a little bit. This works really well if you have a charcoal pencil. If you're ever using a charcoal pencil, it works really, really well to smudge it. If you don't like getting your finger messy, I see some fingers. If you don't like getting your finger messy, you can always put your finger inside of a paper towel or a napkin, and you can use that to help you like kind of smooth or smudge all of the shading. That's one way that artists can get this kind of almost fuzzy, smudgy look to their work.
Megan is asking, what if my dog is black?
Oh,
And
yeah.
to shade it darkly.
Yeah. So black, it's a little, so this dog maybe is black. Maybe this part of him is black and then like this part's going to be white. So if my dog was entirely black, then I would shade the whole thing, but I would still try to add darker spots, like within, like where things are flopping over. So like under his ears, we're gonna shade a little bit like under here, under his head, because that's gonna be a shaded part. Skylar, hi, you wanted to show yours? Give it like let's do a little bit more. We're gonna work for 10 more minutes and then we're gonna have a whole share, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna do a whole share. All right, so yeah, so Megan, I would totally shade the whole dog, but I would still try to have some areas of a little bit lighter and a little bit darker. Because even if I've shaded, like this part I've already shaded, you can see like there's still some variety in the shading. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side to match. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some like I start with just kind of a medium value, kind of medium. I'm using my side of my pencil again to get some good coverage of the graphite. Going all the way up here. I'm leaving those spots white for now. I think I'm going to go back in and maybe I'll color them in a super dark black like I did his nose, because maybe he has little black spots. So I'm going like this all the way around. Just like that. Underneath. And I know I'm working kind of quickly, and that's okay because you're gonna have plenty of time to catch up when we're doing the share, okay? Because while some people are sharing, you're gonna have time to work, okay? So underneath his ear is again the part that's gonna be in shadow. So I'm gonna make that area a little bit darker. And maybe a little bit on the side of his face where his ear is casting a shadow.
Soren has his hand up. He might have a question.
Yeah, Soren, tell me.
Wait. Actually, I don't have anything.
Okay, if you have a question, just let me know, okay, Soren? All right, so I'm shading a little bit underneath this side, the underside of his ear, because that part's gonna be a little bit darker. And then because I did it on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and take my napkin. I just put my finger in it, and I'm gonna go ahead and smudge it a little bit to make this side match the other side. But like I said, it's always easier to start off lightly and add shadow than it is to start off too dark, because it's a lot trickier to erase than it is to just have to add a little bit darker. I'm just cleaning it up, going back, erasing. I'm gonna make my, I'm gonna go ahead and just darken up that. Sometimes after I smudge, I like to go back over that line a little bit underneath his ear, just to make it look a little bit sharper. Because when you smudge, it makes everything look a little bit blurry. kind of blurs everything a little bit. So I always go back and just kind of tidy up or darken any spots. Speaking of spots, and I know that I'm going a little quick, but like I said, you're gonna have plenty of time to catch up when we do the share. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a dark value and color in his spots. And you are welcome to leave your spots white, to he'll have white spots, or you can color them in dark like I'm doing. Totally up to you. These are your dogs. This is just the way that I'm drawing him, but the way that you draw your dog will be perfect for you. All of our drawings will look a little different, and that's totally fine because we're all different people and different artists. So today is just kind of a little bit of a practice to learn how shading can make your drawing look a little bit more realistic. Tomorrow, if you ever watched the cartoon Tom and Jerry, I'm gonna show you guys how to draw Tom from Tom and Jerry. And today we're doing a dog that's a little more realistic, but when we draw when we draw Tom, it's gonna be a more cartoon style because Tom is a cartoon cat. So we're not gonna really have any shading tomorrow. Are you like drawing realistic-ish people? Yeah. So if you like drawing things that are a little more realistic, then shading really helps with that. Ooh, one thing that I do want to add in is I'm going to add in some spots on his snout right here, which are kind of like his little whisker spots. So I'm just adding in some little dots. Little dots here. Not too many, just a few. Almost makes it look like he has some little freckles. Okay, and like I said, I know that that you may not be up to where I am, but that's okay because you're gonna have time to catch up. Underneath his mouth, so this part down here is going to be in shadow a little bit because this right underneath is below. So his top lips are kind of casting a little bit of a shadow underneath here. So I'm just adding a little bit of a shadow under his mouth, just like that. And then I'm gonna add a bigger shadow underneath his head. So necks almost always are in have a little bit of shadow because our heads sit on top of them. And this is true of dogs too. So right here, I'm gonna curve around. This part of his head is definitely gonna be in shadow, or his neck is definitely gonna be in shadow. And I'm gonna leave that middle part here white, but I'm gonna go ahead and keeping my pencil on its side, I'm gonna do the rest of his body shaded. Just like this. Like I said, it's so much faster to turn your pencil on its side to do this. If you're working with your pencil up and down, it'll just take you a while. You can do it that way, it just takes a bit more time. I like markers. I like working with markers, but the one thing I don't like about working with markers is that you can't get shading. So if you're using colored pencils or crayons, you can get this nice shaded look. But unfortunately with markers, they only have one mode. Whatever color comes out of that marker is the color. And tomorrow we probably will use some markers, if you have them, to color in Tom, because cartoons generally have like a more flat look, and so we don't need shading. But for today, if you're adding color, you probably want to be using colored pencil or crayon, or even oil pastels if you have them. Pastels can work too. So I'm going back and I'm just making the area underneath his head a little bit darker. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take my handy dandy napkin or my finger if I don't care about it getting messy. and make it a little smudged, just like this. Smudge it up. Blend those colors together, make it look a little blurry. I'm going to erase a little bit here underneath his mouth. So I got a little bit more smudged. And then I'm going to go ahead and color in his spots. I'm going to do, it's like I'm doing his spots black with a super dark value to make it look like it is black. Other one. Oh, I was going to draw out in a little tail because I know this is just a portrait style of this dog, but maybe he has a cute little tail that's coming up along the back side of his drawing. So maybe I'll do that. Let's see. I'm gonna add it on this side. So I'm just gonna come back over here. It's just got a little tail. Oh, I think his tail's a little thick, so I'm gonna do it a little thinner. Have it curve up like this. Curve around, down like that. There's his little tail coming up. Maybe his tail has another spot on the tip of it. And I'll shade in his tail. Skylar, you're done? Awesome. We're gonna do a share in just a minute. So if you would like to share your work, you're more than welcome to hold up, you can do a digital hand, or you can raise your actual hand and we'll try to get to you. You have to be patient though, because we're gonna try to see whoever would like to share. Let's color in his spot. Okay, Skylar, do you want to go first? I know you've been waiting to share. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to keep this on my screen in case anybody needs to see, but go ahead, Skylar. Let's see.
Oh, I did my tail very fluffy.
Wow.
This spot I just left blank because this is my dog. Although it's gray, my dog is actually black because I didn't have a black pastel.
Oh, I love it. He looks great. Wow. Go ahead.
The dog is a girl.
Oh, she looks awesome. Look at those floppy big ears and those sweet eyes.
Brown eyes, white, black.
What an awesome job, Skylar. What awesome. Really nice work. All right. I see a couple other people with hands raised.
Here's Soren.
Oh, go ahead, Soren. Let's see. Soren, let's see your dog. Oh, you did a cartoon dog. Who is that?
It's from the cartoon Garfield.
Oh, it's Odie. It totally is Odie. I love him. Oh, I love that you had the spot around his eye. Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
I kind of watch Garfield a lot, so I kind of memorized him and just drew him.
He's so cute. I love that you went with a cartoon dog. That looks awesome, Soren. Really good job.
And the funny thing about him is he only has one spot.
He does. Well, yes, he has one over his eye and then one on his body. But he's so cute. Thanks for sharing, Soren. All right. Who else? Hi, Lorenzo. What's up?
Lorenzo?
Let's see your dog.
So I did the realistic dog and a cartoon dog.
Whoa, you had time for both.
Yeah, so here's the realistic one.
Wow.
And the cartoon dog is actually my dog,
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. What's your dog's name?
Lola.
Oh, hi, Lola. Oh, did she pose for you?
Yes.
Oh, what a good dog. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that you did both. Awesome. Awesome work, Lorenzo.
Thank you.
All right, who else? Oh, hi, Lily. Let's see your work today.
This is mine.
Oh, he's so cute.
I tried to do my beagle puppy,
Huh?
but yeah.
He looks great. What's your beagle's name?
She's a girl, but her name is Amiga, but for short we call her Amigo.
Oh, look at her. Oh, she's so sweet.
Where's the
Talk
bad Oh,
Talk about floppy ears. She's really got some floppy ears. Aw. And I like her like that she has like the white paws and like a little bit white on her nose. She's so sweet. Great job drawing her. Nice work. All right, who else?
Here's Claire.
Hi, Claire.
So this is what I drew.
Ooh, a Korean breed. She's beautiful. I like how you did
In the image.
I like how you did the hair, like the brushwork. Is that her in the background?
Yeah. Actually, I don't have a dog. It's just I wanted this dog really badly.
Oh, she's it would be beautiful. Almost, it's kind of like a husky, but not quite. Like husky Samoyed. I don't know. That's beautiful. Really, really nice job. I also like how you did the line work for her fur. So you added in texture. All right, who else would like to share?
Here's Laura.
Hi, Laura.
So I'm not sure what breed is. I have a dog, but she wouldn't stay in one place long enough for me to draw her.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I really like these dogs. They kind of look like teddy bears.
They do. I think it's like, is that an Akita? I don't know. I'm not good with dog breeds. But she looks awesome with the shading that you added in, her dark eyes, and then even the nose shape. You added in some details that we didn't talk about, like the nostrils, and you did the whole body. And you know what's really impressive about this picture is that you did her body in perspective. Like the way that her body is here. Let me switch cameras so that you can see my face. But you did her whole body kind of going back like that. It is awesome. Like that's really, really cool. Nice job. Beautiful work.
Here's Kate.
Kate, let's see. Hey, Kate. Oh, wow. Oh, so cute. So cute. Who are you drawing, Kate? Any dog in particular?
No, just a random dog.
Just a random dog? Oh, he's really cute, though. I like how you did the floppy ears.
Thanks.
Thanks for sharing.
Here's Liliana and Heather Rose.
Hi, girls.
Okay, you go first.
here's my dog.
Oh, she has some cute little pointed ears. So cute. Great shading. Really nice shading work.
Thank you.
Is that your dog or is that a dog from your imagination?
Well, it's just a dog that I saw in a picture before, and I like how it looked.
Oh, look at the one. He only has one spot around his eye. And I like how you did the ears, like how they came up and you did the interior. That's awesome. You did so you can see like the flap of the ear coming up. Nice job. Really nice job. So cute. So
Here's
cute.
Kaden.
Hi, Kaden. Let's see your dog. Oh, I love it. Kaden, do you have a pet?
It passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. But oh my gosh, that dog is so cute. It's so cute. I love his expression. He's like looking up. I feel like he's begging for treats. Oh, great job with your shading too. Nice work, Kaden.
Here's Adriana.
Hey, Adriana, let's see. Oh, wow, Adriana. He's a sleepy dog. His eyes are closed. Oh, he's really nice. Oh, nice. Your blending is really smooth. Did you use your finger or
No, I used a tissue.
tissue? Yeah. That looks awesome. Really nice and smooth. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's
Hi,
Megan.
Here's my dog.
Aw.
I don't know if you can see this, but that's my.
I can
kind
totally
of.
see him. I can see him with like the little like splotch shaped white spot on his chest.
Yeah, her name is Whitney, and she is 3 years old. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so sweet. What a great drawing of her. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Nice work. Really
Thank
nice. Yeah. Hi. Let's see. Ooh, oh my gosh. Is she holding her leash? That's amazing. That's amazing. What and you added in her collar. That's a detail we didn't even talk about. So who is this dog? Is this your dog?
No, my dog is actually a mix of I think an Australian Shepherd.
Okay.
This is my dog. I just chose to draw a beagle for
Oh.
this.
Oh yeah, I remember. I saw that at the beginning of class that you held that up.
Yeah.
I love it. What an amazing job. I can tell that you have some experience drawing dogs. Do you like drawing dogs?
Yeah, honestly. So what I do is each week in quarantine, I challenge myself, and one whole week I was focusing on dogs.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's what a great challenge. I love it.
I know.
Well, you can tell that your that work has paid off. Because that dog looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, really awesome job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. There's a couple other people who want to share. Hi.
Is Gina?
Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Hi, Gina. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, I love how he has the patch only over one eye. He's so cute. And his tail curls. It curls in. Is this a dog from your imagination, or is this a real dog? Oh, your audio, there's something going on with your audio, Gina.
It's a dog from my imagination.
Okay, a dog from your imagination.
I don't have a dog.
Okay. He's so cute. He did such a good job. I love it. I love him. I love his little perky little ears.
Next up is Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte.
This is my picture. I just haven't colored in the background. But it's too close. There you go.
That's awesome. Oh, and you added in the collar too. I love him. Does he have a name?
Her.
Does she have a name?
No.
No, not yet. Well, you did such a good job drawing her and adding color, and you're like taking it one step farther and adding in a background too. That's awesome. Really, really nice work, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's
Hi.
Laura.
Hey, let's see. Oh, might be frozen for.
Okay, we'll go back to Laura.
Well, Laura, we're gonna come back to you because.
Oh, here she is.
Oh, wait, there. Now we see you. Go ahead, Laura.
I already shared.
Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, you did already share, didn't you?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Penelope.
Penelope, let's see. Wow. Oh, so cute. Is he a little white dog?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
Oh, he's so cute. Or she. Is it a dog you knew, or is this just any old dog?
Well, it's based off my dog, but then again, also not.
Yeah, because I mean, it looks like you were following along with how I drew too. So
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah, it could be a little bit different. But I love him. He's or her, so cute, and the little highlight on her nose, so sweet. I'm such a sucker for dog looks, like the way they look at you. I always give in. I'm so bad. I always give in.
Also, I added Drew on the tongue.
Oh, I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's really funny. Nice work. Who else would anybody else like to share? You know, there's some, CCTTB. I don't know your name. Hi, what's your name?
My name is actually Joseph, Joscph.
Hi, Joseph. Your screen's a little blurry.
I actually don't have a dog.
I can kind of see it. Your screen's a little blurry, but I can kind of make out the.
Yeah, it's
True.
a little.
Oh, he looks cute though. He looks super cute with the floppy ears.
Yeah.
Nice work shading too. I can tell you were working hard at the shading. All right. Totally up to you guys if anybody else would like to share. You guys all did. I'm really impressed at the variety of dogs that you guys came up with. There's so many different styles. I saw realistic style dogs. I saw people drawing dogs from real life, like their own dogs, modeling for them. I saw cartoon style dogs. I saw dogs with pointy ears and floppy ears. So impressive, guys. Well, we only have a couple minutes left in class. I know we started a few minutes late, so we were going extra, and we had a big class today, so we were going like super fast today. But this is kind of last call. If
Emily
anybody,
and Sophia just raised their hand.
yeah, let's see, girls. You want to share? Hi.
So this is what that you were showing.
Oh, it's so cute. He's so cute. What a sweet little dog.
This is my dog so far.
So cute. Super, super
I
cute.
drew.
Nice job. Really, really nice job, girls. Awesome. Awesome work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the last call for anybody who wants to share. But oh, go ahead.
Here's Lizzie.
Lizzie. Lizzie, awesome. Oh, look at those little spots and that little nose. You look so sweet. Such a sweet little dog. Is that, do you have a pet, Lizzie?
No, this is my friend's dog that I was drawing.
He's so cute. He's so, so cute. Nice job. Really nice job. Nice job with the shading too. So like I said, tomorrow is going to be, yeah, if you have to go on the meeting, you can go now. But if you, so tomorrow is going to be a more cartoon style animal. We're going to draw Tom from Tom and Jerry, who was a character that, if you notice behind me, I have a bunch of Chuck Jones characters. I've got Bugs Bunny, there's Daffy, there's Marvin Martian. So Tom and Jerry were also two characters that were drawn by Chuck Jones. He created them. So tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to draw Tom. And so we're going to be working on cats tomorrow.
Tom and Jerry.
What's that?
I love Tom and Jerry.
You love Tom and Jerry. You know what? I was going to tell you this tomorrow, but quick story. I actually had two cats as a kid. Me and my brother each got kittens, and mine was Jerry, and my brother's was Tom. We actually named our cats Tom and Jerry. So I love Tom and Jerry too. Those are awesome, fun cartoons. All right.
Fish named Tom and Jerry.
I see I'm not alone. That's awesome. I love it. All right, you guys did an amazing job. I'm really impressed at all of the dogs you guys drew. Really, really good work. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock on the West Coast, because I know we have some people on the East Coast. So it'll be 2 o'clock, I think, your time. Wait, 10, 11, 12. No, excuse me, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock on the East Coast. All right. Awesome job, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Welcome. Bye.
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 I know a cat who actually goes into our house.
Awesome.
Actually, not our cat.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.